Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Sean, sometimes known as the Beast, amongst other things. And this is just what's been spinning the last 5 or 6 days. There's a couple of new things that's come in, but the rest of it I've had quite a considerable amount of time and just never got around to showing it for whatever reason. It's all death metal. There is a certain guitar sound that's prevalent in quite a lot of it. I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. So we'll get cracked on. The first two are the ones that's only been in just over a week, I believe. We've had plenty of spins. So first up we have Scotland's very own Death Commander. This is their second full length Never to Grow Old. This is another fantastic release by the mighty Kendo up at Macho Records. This is, if you're a fan of Bolt Thrower, then you're going to really enjoy this. It's not, you know, they aren't trying to reinvent the wheel or be over technical or anything like that. It's just a really solid old school death metal release. It's full of hooks and riffs, quite a lot of catchy, you know, like earworms that you find yourself humming them later on thinking, I know it, but where did I know it from? And yeah, it's absolutely superb release. I say, it's nothing, you know, they aren't trying to redefine the genre by any means. But you know, if Kendo puts music out on Macho Records, then you know it's going to be quality. And again, this is another fantastic addition to the Macho Records catalogue. So if you haven't got it yet, I would highly recommend you go and grab yourself a copy. So that is Death Commander and Never to Grow Old. That was released in 2025. Now the next one is an album, I've been after it for quite some time, but it's as is the case with getting stuff to the UK, the shipping was going to be ridiculous until I decided to get quite a bit from the same label. So this is Car I do apologise if that's not how you pronounce it. This is A Glimpse into a Violent Past, again a 2025 release. This is out on Fomorian Productions. This is death metal from the United States. Now this, on Encyclopedia Metallum, it's classed as an EP, but 7 tracks, just over 25 minutes. Yeah, I suppose, but what this is a one-man project. The gentleman is called Paul Kreitz. Again, apologies if that's not how you pronounce his surname. This is just wonderful. From start to finish, this has you caught up in its the guitar. The musicianship is spot on. It's got hooks and riffs that, again, it just keeps you coming back for more and more. It's inside the inlay card with thanks and such like on. A lot of it is based on Hawaiian history stroke war, but again it's just such a catchy and really good solid death metal release. The vocals on this are absolutely superb. Paul goes from the expected death metal growls and gutturals to an almost black metal shriek at times, and it just works so well. It's absolutely stupendous release, and I'll be definitely forking out postage, or hopefully a European distro gets some of his other stuff in, because it's definitely well worth banging in your collection. So that is Car I and A Glimpse into a Violent Past from 2025. Next up is a band that I was first introduced to by Paul, the singer out of Enchantment. This is another CD, slightly different. This is Demonicle, and their, what was it now, their 7th full length, called Mass Destroyer. This came out in 2022. This version is on Agonia Records. I don't know if the vinyls are and such like. I probably will end up getting this, well, getting the rest of their stuff on vinyl. I've got 4 or 5 of their albums on CD, because at the time it was probably a damn sight cheaper or more convenient to grab it. But this is an absolute HM2 just masterpiece. We also get quite a nice pin badge and a fucking huge, well, I mean, it's not huge, but it's a decent size flag, banner, pendant, whatever you want to call it, which obviously I'm not going to try and fold up on camera and make myself look like a more twat than normal. But yeah, this is absolutely just, this is just HM2 drenched death metal. The riffs and the hooks are again really memorable. It's got a few like almost melodic passages in it, and there's some of the slower yes, the slower sections just help build up the tension for when it decides to come back and full-blooded smash your face to bits and assault you in every way possible. The vocals are quite guttural, but again, easily understandable. You know, it's not Cookie Monster type growls. But yeah, absolutely superb release, and I think I'll have to be definitely have to be grabbing this on vinyl along with their other stuff again. So yeah, so that's Demonicle and their 2022 full length Mass Destroyer. These gentlemen are from Sweden. I don't know if I mentioned that, but the HM2 buzzsaw sound sort of lets you know where you're going. Right, so talking of Sweden, what a segue that was, totally unplanned and everything. This was an album that was mentioned to me by the man, the myth, the legend, that is Dylan HM2 Powell, so you know it's going to be very similar. This is The Generals and their 3rd full length, To Hell. This came out in 2021. This version is on Black Zombie Records. Again, like I say, this is from Sweden. This is on the Encyclopedia Metallum. It's classed as death and roll, or the band themselves are classed as death and roll. Yeah, and I could sort of say that, but this has got a little bit more to it than just death and roll. There's a couple of, what's the word, sort of nastier moments. Not nasty as in like over the top too much, just something that takes it. It's got the groove that you associate with death and roll, and you know, the guitar tone is just, it's just crushingly heavy, and the riffs and the hooks are all, you know, it's got a certain feel to it that you sort of, yeah, you need to hear more. This is on Black Wax. Now I actually bought this on eBay because, and it was at a marked down price. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but the gentleman said that the cover was damaged, so I paid £12 for it. Now I've actually bought stuff brand new from a record shop that's had war damage, and I don't really say, I don't know if I can see the crease or not, but it's an absolutely stupendously good record. It's heavy, some really good solos in this as well. The drumming's absolutely solid throughout, and like a really good bass for what else is on the record. Absolutely fantastic release, and one that's definitely worth sticking in your ears at some point. So that is the Generals and their album To Hell from 2021. Now this next record has a bit of a tale to tell. Well, the record doesn't, but I do. I first saw Johnny Mac over Rock and Metal Plus show this over a year ago. I think he had it playing in the background of one of his videos. He had the CD version. So I went to buy the CD version. Couldn't find it at a price that was, you know, without selling a couple of kidneys and stuff. So I thought, I'll buy my time away. Anyway, it came out on, there was a vinyl release of it. So, the album in question, the band in question. The album in question is Morbid Symphonies by the band Farsoth. This came out in 2023 on Black Lion Records. It gets the second full length by this band. This gentleman from Sweden again, so you sort of, you know what to expect. Now I ordered it, sorry, in June of 2024, and I'd sort of forgotten about it until I believe Mark showed it on one of his Buzzsaw is the Law videos recently, and went through the collection, realised it hadn't actually been delivered. I've played the twat off this digitally from when it was first ordered off Bandcamp. Got in touch with Black Lion Records, and they're very apologetic. They explained what issues they'd been having with getting the stock out to people and such like, which, you know, fair enough. And in the sheet shows the guys and the thanks and such like, and the lyrics on this side. Yeah, so it finally dropped through the door last week, and credit to Black Lion Records, they were very apologetic about the delay, and they did actually include an album by a band I've never heard before. I haven't played it, but I probably will show it in a future video. But what you've got with this is just from start to finish, this just smashes your face in. There's no punches pulled, there's no niceties about it. This is full on death metal done extremely violently and extremely well. It's the type of thing that you'd imagine if you were in the feeling of getting, I wish somebody had just come and curb stomp me. Well, this is probably what would be playing in the background. Although, to be fair, if you're having that type of thought, then you probably want to go and see somebody. But yeah, this is just absolutely full on, crushingly heavy death metal. Well worth the wait to actually get a physical copy. Like I say, I've played the bejesus out of this digitally. It's just sonic violence with that wonderful, wonderful Swedish death metal sound that pulls no punches. The artwork's absolutely incredible as well. Yeah, you definitely need to hear this, whether it be on CD, vinyl, digital, whatever. It's well worth listening to, and absolutely well worth adding to your collection. So that is Farsoth and Morbid Symphonies. I even forgot what it was called. The next one is another Mr. Powell inspired purchase. There's quite a few people showing this actually, so I won't go into it in too much detail. But this is Denomination and their album The Last Companion from 2024. This version's on the FDA Records. This is death metal. This sounds like it should be from Sweden, but it's not. It's actually from Germany. Again, the absolutely wonderful HM2 guitar tone on this is just pure filth. The artwork is another incredible piece of art. This is it's not quite as violent as Farsoth, get me in the shape with the obligatory collage on that side and the lyrical content on that side. Try my hardest not to get too much of a glare. Again, it's on black wax. Yeah, the production on this is absolutely flawless. It's really well balanced production, and the drums are quite, I won't say they're high in the mix, but they're very pronounced, and that sort of enriches the whole listening experience. Well, for me it does anyway. It's the guitar tone is obviously, like I say, it's that HM2 pedal, but it's not oversaturated. You know, it's not. Sometimes it can be slightly distracting. It certainly doesn't do that. This is just a wonderful piece of Swedish sounding death metal. Really good. Really worth listening to, and another fantastic addition to the collection. So that's it for this one. Just thought I'd show a few bits and bobs that I've had for a while, obviously with the exception of the first two. The subs count is gradually, we keep creeping up slowly, ones and twos, to the magic 600. So there will be some type of a giveaway competition type thing when we get to 600, if we get to 600. If you've enjoyed it, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Pop down in the comments and mention any of these, correct all my my usual faux pas. Off to Fortress Festival in a fortnight's time with Johnny Mac and Simon the Beady Red Viking, so that should be a weekend of watching them two get drunk and then keeping out of the way while they throw kebabs at each other and such like. We're back with, it probably will be a black metal update next, or I might just grab some random ones off the shelving, see what we'll come up with. Anyway, as always, look after one another. Thank you very much if you stuck out this long. Enjoy whatever music you're listening to, enjoy whatever genre of music you're listening to, and as always, till next time, cheers!